name is Amelia Nagoski, and today I'm talking about the science of social connection, bearing in mind that the diagnostic criteria of autism include deficits in social and emotional reciprocity and communication. So... in these videos, I briefly explain a concept from the book and then apply it to the autistic experience and then end with concrete, specific things you can do to use that information to make your life better. But I can't do that with Chapter 6. I can tell you what the science says. It's work I use every day in my life as a choral conductor. But I don't have the experiences that the research describes because autism. So today I'm going to go backwards and start with the solution. There is only one thing in Chapter 6, the connection chapter, that I am confident that is necessary for the autistic community, and that is the bubble of love. The bubble of love is a protective barrier that stands between you and social forces that are trying to tell you that you are broken and don't deserve love. Bubble is made up of people and spaces and ideas and creatures and videos and books that remind you what's true. They cheer when you play on the side you choose, even when the world says that team is unworthy. It's people who care about your well-being as much as you care about theirs. It's books and movies you can dive into to remind yourself of the best possibilities of humanity, even when the humanity you have just encountered that day was full of garbage. It's the quiet beach or mountain or noisy club or cupboard under the stairs or in bed, whatever place you feel comfortable and safe. It might even be a divine loving presence that makes you feel comforted wherever you are. The bubble of love is the real answer that I've been alluding to in all of these videos. When you don't conform to the socially constructed ideal, you're fighting off a constant deluge of suggestions that you're wrong and not just suggestions like kind of implications, but also like outright accusations that you are wrong and broken and need to change in order to conform and to fit in. And in order to fight that, you need help. It is impossible to fight that alone. You gotta have the bubble to help you. This is a very literal example of why the cure for burnout cannot remotely be self-care. The bubble shows us, in theory and in practice, why the cure for burnout must be all of us caring for each other. There's one thing I want to add that's not in the book, because people ask us this a lot. People ask, what if I don't have a bubble like that? Like, maybe especially if you're autistic, you have deficits in social and emotional communication and reciprocity. It's not like we're surrounded by people who just understand us and really get us, who you can just call up and be like, hey, want to protect me from my uncle's ableist Facebook posts? The answer is yet one more thing I learned in the process of writing the book, but I didn't get it from the research. It came from doing the work with my sister. Emily and I were never close as kids. We grew up, went to school. She went to Indiana for grad school, moved out to the Midwest, and I wasn't bothered. Like, you know, one of us had pretty severe deficits in social and emotional communication and reciprocity. And I was consciously aware that there was a barrier between us made up of like large-scale social forces like patriarchy and misogyny and small-scale social family forces like emotion dismissing and, you know, autism. It never occurred to me that the wall could come down, that it should come down. We didn't see it until we started reading the research about the importance of connection and the bubble and all that. And then we finally saw that we had a chance to put it into practice. So we very awkwardly started doing the work, like telling the old stories again, but this time with the capacity to see through the social and family and emotional, personal, like the bullshit that made up the barrier, and like awkwardly dig our way through 40 years of social and emotional then if we can do that, anybody can do it. When we could see through that, we could see there's another person on the other side, waiting, wanting that wall to come down just like we did. But just like us, without any expectation that it could or even should. So you've probably got someone in your life. You're not close, but both of you want the connection. And if one of you is willing to take the awkward, uncomfortable, embarrassing first step, the other one will be so grateful. Because it's true that no matter how introverted you are, no matter how severe your deficits, we all need that bubble. So if you were watching Frozen and heard Anna standing outside Elsa's door going, "Please, I know you're in there. People are asking where you've been. They say have courage, and I'm trying to. I'm right out here for you. Just let me in." And you were like, "Why is that so relatable?" The courage it takes to be Anna. Luckily, she's like this chirpy, happy little thing, and it's just like, come on, do you want to build a snowman? She's so brave. She's not awkward for her. And the rest of us are like, never mind. Hey, do you want to build a snowman? No? Okay, cool, that's fine. No, I don't want to build a snowman either. It's cool. So awkward. But I don't need Disney's copywritten song. I have my own Bubble of Love song for you. But first, a word about the science. There's a lot of great science in Chapter 6, from entrainment to the famous trust experiment to two-person neurobiology and Dan Siegel's The Neurobiology of We. And there's so much from art and great stories that rings true across cultures. Like when a team works together out of love for each other, that's when good defeats evil every time. There's science that contradicts the assumption that individual development is a linear progression from dependence to autonomy. That assumption underlay all of psychology, therapy, and research for a century, because patriarchy glorifies individual achievement. Misogyny belittles interdependence. Science is finally exploring, just as a random example, why singing in a choir feels so good, why singing bonds people so closely and elicits their loyalty and dedication. It makes people willing to put on pants at 7:30 on a Thursday night and go sit in a room and sing with a big crowd of other people. I love that because I really want to know. In my 30 years of observing this phenomenon, both from in the choir and conducting it, I've practiced it. I've created it for others, and I've never really gotten it. I've never experienced it. All the other science in the book, I really get it. It helped me. This stuff, I've seen it in other people. I know that it's something humanity is capable of. I can make it happen for others. But I'm always on the outside of it. It really does feel like a disability to me. I know we're not supposed to be like, I'm different, I'm not disabled, but this. Good thing I have a bubble of love to remind me that I deserve love just as I am, and that I don't have to be like everyone else in order to experience joy. Which brings me to my bubble of love song, which, to get super meta, Emily helped me write. I want to do and be everything that the world has demanded of me. Sometimes I fear I don't deserve love, not until I have given enough. That's when I need supplementary help to reinforce my boundary. That's my bubble of love. I am enough in my bubble of love. I want to look and feel all the ways that the world has has told me I should. Sometimes I fear I don't deserve love, not until I'm attractive enough. That's when I need supplementary help to hold tight to my identity. That's my bubble of love. I am enough in my bubble of love. There are people who care about my well-being as much as I care about theirs. We guard each other from outside messages, showing each other we care. 'Cause I wanna want and like all the goals that the world has set for my role. Sometimes I fear I don't deserve love, not until I'm successful enough. That's when I need supplementary help to mind what gives life meaning in my bubble of love. I am enough in my bubble of love. Got it. Took 3 tries. What do I need to get through a take without choking on my barn dust? Fisherman's friend. Like I've got a fisherman. And the fisherman has a bubble of love that includes a cough drop. Capitalism knows about the bubble of love.